Quite sure it is not a coincidence that I landed the summer organization interview, but either way, I embrace you. Save me in my messiness.
Well, I'd love to. I'd love to come and see this. You've been talking about how you're not quite there. I would love to come and see what's happening at your place.
Altered Spaces, Altered Lives is all about helping people like me, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you will take the smallest job, which is what I think that I am. Just a little bit of messy clothes here and there, not dirty, just messy.
Yes.
But you handle people all the way up to the extreme cases as well, right?
Absolutely. So we'll go into your home and we'll do general organization. It could do one space, it could be one room, it could be the whole house. It could be that you are chronically disorganized and maybe you even are a hoarder or borderline hoarder. That's the time. Give us a call. Let us come in. Let us sit down with you. Let's see. Let's assess the situation and let's move on. Small projects, huge projects, we're there for you.
And it's fixable.
Absolutely.
That's the thing to keep in mind. It's overwhelming initially, and I've been there where you're a little overwhelmed, but it's fixable.
Yeah, and we're there. We're not there to judge.
So today we're talking about summer organization.
Absolutely.
So let's start with the handy-dandy collapsible shelves you've brought in.
I like these collapsible shelves because they can be there, they can be stored away. During the summer, I'd say about 70% of people living in a one garage home, a single garage home, is really not using it as a garage, is using it more as an overgrown shed.
Right.
So I would suggest, because the kids are coming in and out and they're just going with all their toys and they're zooming and you just can't keep up with them, so I suggest that you put one of these up into the garage, 4 or 5 shelves high, and put one of these clear bins in there. And then you can always label it, have the kids decorate it if you want, and designate it 1 or 2 bins per child so that they can have all of their activities, all of the items for their activities ready on the go.
Okay, so now there are a couple of other options for containers that might be sort of all over the house, right?
Yes, you know, for items that everybody is using, it's more of a community item, such as these sports items, balls, or if you're by the pool and you have noodles and other pool items, you may want to use these colored bins. And so it's easy because you can just throw everything in there. At least it's not scattered all over the floor. It's not scattered all over the yard. It's much easier for the kids to learn how to do pickup. It's very important to teach the children how to be organized and how they can stay organized.
If you start implementing that at a young age, do you think it's something that the kids will carry out?
Absolutely. It is a learned skill. So if you've never learned it as a youngster, don't expect for it to come naturally. There are some people that it will come naturally, but in many cases it's not. Usually the chronic disorganization does stem down from an unlearned skill that needs to be worked on.
Okay. Now I'm a big fan of the transportable container.
This is very handy because everything is there. You're going to, right now all your gardens are in full bloom, so let's take advantage of this. Let's the good weather, make sure you water them, but let's take care of them. A lot of people just go put their plants in, watch them die. This is easy because, you know, they just can't get their tools together and get their act together. So really everything is here all put together. Right. So you've got whatever tools you need. Now this is good for the smaller yard gardener. There are other carts that are made for, you know, if you're an avid gardener and you've got a lot of, you know, a much grander yard, then you will find other uses for bigger carts, and this is great. But for a small yard, this works great because you've got all of your tidbits and everything in there.
And it's nice too because,
Yes, exactly. So you have a couple of bigger items. You know, I want to prune a few trees today, so it's like stick it in there, away I go.
And just drag it away.
And it's just so much easier to have everything all in one area. Keep a bucket with you so that when you are trimming things, stick it in a bucket and then go throw it in your green bin.
Right, so you don't actually have to come back for it afterwards and pick everything up.
That's right.
Efficiency, I like it. We need to spend more time together. You and Gisele. Okay, so now what is the white contraption?
There are several different models of this. This is actually just a clothesline. So I mean, you can go out and get a big clothesline. Now is the time everybody's out and swimming and they're going through the sprinkler and, you know, whatever method of refreshing yourself. This is good because you can hook it onto the fence or onto the deck and hook it to the other end, and and voila, it's gone. So it's very easy. Or you can be creative. Everybody's on Pinterest these days. You know, there's different kinds of hooks. You can make them all kind of pretty. You can get some little butterfly ones. Put these onto your fence, and then that's where they can be hanging. They're towels as soon as they're done with the water. And then it's multi-use, because during the other seasons you can go right ahead and put a wreath on it and you know, use it for other items. Be creative.
Gisele, if people are interested in learning more about Altered Space, Altered Lives, what's the website?
It is www.alteredspaces-alteredlives.ca.
Okay.
And please, if you need any information, just send me an email.
Perfect. Thank you very much for coming
so
in.
much.
I will do my best to apply the things that Gisele has taught me to my workspace. Is everyone in the office happy about that? I'm working on it, okay? Oh, the cameraman says no. You're not happy? Okay, Jerry, I'll stay messy. No big deal.